against the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job. All of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside, it's Jackson. Maybe a crease. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Starts to scramble to the left. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Say it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
From the gun on third down, say it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's fourth down and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Arch to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws it deep. He's got it for a big play. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Handoff for Brown. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. They feed him again. Running into the open space. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Brown. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll run with Brown. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to the extra point makes it 7-3. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as a return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Now here's Sayin. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's tough, man. On third down, you're trying to throw against a nickel defense who've got extra DBs on the field, and it's just a lot faster. The window's closed so much quicker. So good job not seeing it open. Just take off and get what you can get now, setting up a fourth and very manageable situation.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Fires left. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front in pass protection for that touchdown play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Right back to the well. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Manning to throw. Gets it out quickly. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want.
Could be an alley. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running.
Finding some room. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Arch is going to throw for it. Got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Ready, go! A give to Brown. There he goes! Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the run, it's Jackson. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Sayin to throw. Scrambling away. Right on the money. And they'll knock him down.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throwing, Sayin. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Sayin from the gun on third down. He's got the back in the middle. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And that was a nice third down conversion. They continue this long drive, and sometimes you start to put it together. What happens? Defense gets a little sloppy. They get a little tired. Last time you settled for a field goal. This time, continue to wear the defense out and try to get 7.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Say it. Looking for space to the left. Fires into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. On first down, it's Brown again. Might have a chance. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Got his man downfield, and that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, first and 10 from the 33. Say it. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On target to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Find space on the right, and they will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Hand off for Brown. Good, solid tackle. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run.